Some board games have an extraordinary number of pieces, making the simple act of setting up a new game a monumental task in itself. Now, aficionados will tell you that that's part of the allure. But, especially with a game like Agricola, the benefit of being able to start a game in a couple of taps cannot be understated. Agricola is a turn-based strategy game based around medieval farming. Now, before you stop the video and go back to shooting zombies, hear us out. While the game might seem overly complicated, especially when you're playing the tutorials, it's not too hard to get the hang of. And, thanks to the variety of options, things remain interesting even after your 12th game. The main goal of Agricola is to feed your family. Every 4th turn there will be a harvest, in which your crops are gathered, your family is fed, and your animals breed. If you cannot feed your family at harvest, you gain a begging token that will deduct points at the end of the 14th round when all the victory points are tallied. Food can be gathered in many ways, but everything, whether it's buying livestock, sowing fields, or acquiring the resources to build improvements or expand your family, is handled by assigning workers to a space on the board. Resources accumulate each round, so if no one has gathered wood for a few turns, anyone who places a worker on that spot will gain a large influx of lumber. The number of players will dictate the number of resource spaces available. Denying an opposing player a resource can be as sound a strategy as acquiring what you need yourself. That's the basic game, or the family game option. The normal game adds occupations and improvement cards into the mix. These grant you more choices and favours as you go about building your farm, but only those who've played the game before will know which are most useful. While Agricola's individual actions are simple to complete, it's the sheer number of choices available that can overwhelm newcomers. A handy tip is to cover as many bases as possible. Family, livestock, crops, improvements, the more you have, the better off you'll be in the scoring round. To assist you, help icons allow the player to see what options there are to choose from. There's an online and offline play mode in both real-time and asynchronous varieties. If you're a fan of the board game or board games in general, this is a great digital version of a very interesting title. Who knew farming could be so engaging, or so cutthroat? This has been James with appspy.com. We review, you decide.